All right, let's finish up the anime talks with Takt Op Destiny. Had its season finale, potentially series finale. We don't know. No clue. Lots of controversy around this one.
I mean, I didn't fully dive into the controversies, but I mean, I could see why people were upset with the episode 12 because it was sort of just odd and there is still a lot of questions of stuff. And I feel like they sort of just ended things but didn't wrap anything up.
Right.
In truth, which is why they probably purposely left that, because just pretty much after the final episode came out, they announced the game was coming out.
Yep.
So, I mean, I'm going to try out the game, but I feel like the anime was literally just a thing for the game at this point.
I do too.
I highly doubt we'll ever see a second season.
I agree. I really do with how it ended and with the immediate follow-up announcement that, oh, hey, it's not delayed indefinitely, and here's where you can pre-register on, what was it called, Tap or whatever. Yeah. We had to download a completely different like app store to even pre-register the game. It wasn't on a normal app store.
More or less, it's just an app store that allows you to download both Eastern and Western versions of games if they exist. So
yeah, I do feel like the entire first season was literally just to help promote and build up the game, the mobile game, which I am looking forward to playing. And in terms of this episode, I mean, it was a pretty dope episode. Had a lot of great fucking action between, Destiny and what was the fusion? Orpheus, thank you. A lot of great action between there. Talk having his conversation with, what's his name again? Drawing a blank on it. Sagan, thank you. Sagan's basically got fucking crystals all throughout his body. Had a very good conversation there. Sagan had a pretty nice line. I really enjoyed his line of where it's just like, about where, talk show is ongoing. And then Sagan's like, my comedy show is coming to an end. I'm like, that's a nice little, that's a fun little line. But I mean, I thought the action in the episode was very well done. I mean, it's Mappa and Madhouse after all, so you'd naturally expect that. The ending was depressing. I will say that. The ending was depressing with Destiny.
Yeah. Because more or less at the end, from what I got, more or less, because Tog and Destiny were using each other's energy, it's more or less seemed like Destiny gave up the last of her energy to preserve Tog's life.
Yeah, because he was basically on his deathbed after the fight.
Because he was dying, and now he's barely alive, which leads to an ending of Tog being hospitalized and more or less in a coma, and apparently goes through some schooling of some sort to become a conductor. And she also tamed the necklace that... Yeah,
because Destiny basically, once she gives up her life force to try to give it back to Talk, whatever, to keep him alive, you see in his hand, almost like a flash drive that's, yellow and red, colored after her. It looked like a flash drive to me. If it's a necklace or pendant or a flash drive, I don't fucking know.
I'm pretty sure it's a reference to the friggin' stone thing from the first episode.
True. That is true.
Because it more or less looks like her sword.
That is true. And then where Zach was leading with that before I rudely interrupted him, is Anna was, when she kind of was walking away, she had the necklace on, and then she basically turned into her own version of Destiny almost, like her own music art form.
Well, I think that was more or less just an imagery thing because her whole line of, she more or less says a line referencing that both Destiny and her sister, whose name eludes me at the moment.
Laurette?
Cosette.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Her Destiny and Cosette, more or less, the other two who cared for Talk, more or less have just always been pushing him to give him a chance to play music, and she's more or less taking up that role now since both of them are gone. So I think it was sort of just an imagery of Anne taking up the baton of Destiny and Cosette.
Which also shot at Destiny kissing Talk as well.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what we expected the whole time, not, Anna and Talk to kiss.
And then she also has that weird line of, I waited the last time, this time I'm not going to wait. So I assume there was a weird love triangle between Cosette, An, and Talk, but An backed off because for her younger sister.
Right.
And then she was still holding back because of Destiny. Mm-hmm. And then finally, she just finally kissed him, and that's when everyone, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was a big what the fuck moment for sure. And, in terms of, once again, our thoughts on the potential of a second season being none, all of the fucking Talk Up mobile game promotion right now has On's version, as, the leading promotional art and everything. So, I don't know. I will say with that mobile game, we did get to see some other music arts as well. Like there was they promoted 5. There was like Valkyrie, there was Anna, and then there was like 3 other new ones.
Which a nice touch about it was all 5 of them that are on that banner make a small appearance during the wrap up of the D2s.
Oh, okay. They're at the end.
Yeah, if you're paying attention, you see the twin tail with the 2 guns. You see Valkyrie again. The one that's in the green dress shows up for a moment. The only one that doesn't show up, I think, is the one that's in the blue dress of the banner.
Okay. I wish there would be a second season, but I just don't think it's going to happen. I think the focus is going to be like, go play the mobile game. The story continues in the mobile game, which is kind of crappy in my opinion.
I mean, the only reason I would see a second season showing up because I have no idea where the story's really going to go.
Yeah, there's no source material to find out.
Is if it becomes popular, similar to like Fate or Genshin.
Oh, yeah, true.
Because, I mean, Fate's had several animes based off its games, and then, which just back in summer, it had Babylon, which is an entire story arc in the Fate Grand Order phone game. And then Genshin. Genshin doesn't have an anime, but it does have a manga.
Yeah, it does have the manga. My only hope for either a season 2 or just the mobile game story, whatever it's going to be, is
which we won't be able to read.
Yeah, true. is I just want to know. I want to know what the fuck happens with On. Like, how does she become like a music card essentially? How does she get Destiny's powers and appearance? I just want to know that. I need that explained to me. I want to know. So I just hope that's explained. Either we get the season 2 and we can find out, or find out in the mobile game. I need to know.
I mean, based on what context I have, I would assume it's either a power source contract of sorts through that necklace that allows her to take that form, and she's able to fight like a music arc similar to Takt was with sharing Destiny's energy, because she would not be technically a music art herself, seeing as they've mentioned before that for someone to become a music art, their personality was more or less killed, and to put in that of the music arc in their body, gets taken over.
Mm-hmm.